Let's turn to our top political story. After facing flack over draconian changes that were planned in the Kerala Police Act that would allow the police to arrest and imprison people for offensive social media posts, the Pinarayi Vijayan-led Kerala government has been forced to backtrack. The contentious amendments have been put on hold that gave the police sweeping powers to arrest anyone for cyberbullying and alleged defamation. Take a look.
Widespread protests have forced the left front government in Kerala to put a draconian ordinance against defamation on hold, as hastily as it was drafted and signed into law. CM Pinarayi Vijayan on Monday said the law will not be implemented now. A decision will be taken after discussions in the assembly.
Government doesn't consult the party.
The climb down by the Vijayan government came after a nudge from the CPM central leadership.
It has been announced by the Chief Minister that this is not been kept on hold, won't be implemented, till the Assembly considers it. That is the way in which parliamentary democracy must function, that once it becomes the law notified in the Gazette, the rescinding authority is the elected state assembly. That is what has been said by the Chief Minister. Till then, it will be kept on hold. That means it is not going to be implemented as law.
The Kerala Police Act Amendment Ordinance, signed by the Governor on Saturday, provides for 3 years jail for threatening, abusing, humiliating or defaming any individual intentionally knowing the allegations to be false. The Vijayan government had claimed the law is aimed at checking cyberbullying. One of the instances cited to justify the draconian law was the abusive trolling faced by activist and film personality Bhagyalakshmi. The activist had then barged into the troll, Vijay Nayar's office, and assaulted him, alleging police inaction on their complaints. The Congress and BJP, however, claimed the new law was to muzzle criticism of CM Vijayan, whose aides are under cloud in the gold scam.
This cannot be accepted, and the Congress party and UDF will fight to the last for withdrawing this legislation as early as possible.
Kerala Police Act ഭേദഗതി ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടുള്ള സംസ്ഥാന ഗവൺമെന്റിന്റെ തീരുമാനം അഭിപ്രായ സ്വാതന്ത്ര്യത്തിന്മേലുള്ള കടന്നുകയറ്റമാണ്. ജനാധിപത്യ വിരുദ്ധമായിട്ടുള്ള നടപടിയാണ്. സംസ്ഥാനത്ത് അപ്രഖ്യാപിത അടിയന്തരാവസ്ഥ നടപ്പാക്കാനാണ് ശ്രീ പിണറായി വിജയൻ ശ്രമിക്കുന്നത്.
The present ordinance against bullying would lapse in 6 months if not ratified by the State Assembly. It needs to be seen on whether this will be brought back after addressing concerns of the opposition or whether this would be buried silently. With camera person taking off, Tiruvananthapuram for India Today.
And let's go across to the CPIM General Secretary Sitaram Yechury. Appreciate your joining us, Mr. Yechury. Would you concede that this entire controversy seeking to amend the Kerala Police Act that would give sweeping powers to the police to make arrests for social media posts has embarrassed the Kerala leadership and indeed the CPIM leadership, because you and your party talk about free speech in Delhi and then seek to regulate social media posts in Kerala? How do you respond?
Well, you now see the outcome of what has happened, and then that should set at rest any question of embarrassment for the CPIM. We are the only party that has responded to the public opinion, responded to criticisms from our well-intentioned people, and also in being consistent with the party's positions in the past. This is the result of what has been announced today.
But what we have learnt, Mr. Yechury, is that it required your direct personal intervention to speak to the Chief Minister, who otherwise was determined to pass this law, got it passed through an ordinance, and he was under a lot of pressure given the heat that he faces over the gold smuggling case. And that is what eventually it was intervention from the national leadership that forced him to backtrack. Is that true, that Mr. Vijayan was not in favor of backtracking? He wanted to go ahead with this law?
You see, we work in a collective fashion. It is not as though that somebody is told and somebody is doing. Our party, the mechanisms are all collective. Yesterday it was announced by the Chief Minister that the intention of building this was not to stifle any opinion, not to curb any opinion, but the fact remains that it could be misused, and therefore it has been kept on hold till the Assembly finally decides about it. It will not be implemented till then.
But would you agree, Mr. Yechuri, that in the last couple of months, since the gold smuggling case in Kerala came out, since the principal secretary of the Kerala Chief Minister was arrested, the government of the Chief Minister in an election year, elections are a few months from now, has been put on the back foot. Is this the real reason why the Kerala government thought that this was the moment to come up with a law that would crack down on social media posts critical of the Chief Minister or indeed his associates?
No, first of all, it is very wrong to connect this with the gold smuggling case, this ordinance with the gold smuggling case. This has been happening on the basis of certain harassment in the personal lives of various people. Those complaints have come, how to tackle it, that was the issue. But this is not the way of tackling it, is what collectively all of us have come to the conclusion. Secondly, remember, as far as the gold smuggling case is concerned, it was the Chief Minister and the government of Kerala that had asked the centre to investigate into it. Because the smuggling is an issue that comes under the domain of the centre. And therefore, the centre asked for this investigation, so there is no such question of being embarrassed about it at all. In fact, it is probably the only government that is upfront, knowing what the central government is up to, knowing how all these independent authorities are being grossly misused by this central government. In spite of that, in accordance with our constitution, we said this is your remit, therefore you investigate. So there is no question of it. And immediately when it was found out that his secretary was in some way involved, he was suspended.
Mr. Yechuri, I must
Tell
ask...
me anywhere else where this happens. Any other state government.
Okay, no, but I must ask you the larger question, because in different parts of the country, we are seeing even Facebook posts or Twitter feeds are leading to arrests. We've seen it happen in Maharashtra. We've seen that happen in Bengal. We've seen that happen in Uttar Pradesh, where arrests are made on the basis of a tweet. I want clarity on this. What is the view? What is your view? Should arrests be made on the basis of a social media post? Should this be outrightly condemned by all politicians? Should it be avoided? Isn't there a due process that should be followed? And there are enough provisions under the existing law without needing a separate law to try and target people for offensive social media posts.
Correct. That is exactly the point. So that is what was the basis also for this reconsideration that was done. And this on the basis of this reconsideration, we'll see what are the other mechanisms. But directly, the matter going directly into the hands of the police and people being arrested, that is not, in our opinion, correct. So that is not the way to do it. And we therefore are opposed to the manner in which at random people are being picked up, just because of any social media post that comes back against the UP Chief Minister or against the Prime Minister. I mean, this is this is a complete violation of freedom of expression. If there is any case that should be made out, then that should be made out in a proper way, but not directly handing over the thing to the police to go and arrest with impunity.
Okay, Sitaram Yechuri, you've clarified your position. You've ensured that the Chief Minister has listened to public criticism, and I can tell you that's a healthy trend. If more Chief Ministers listen to public criticism of their actions, we would be a healthier democracy. Sitaram Yechuri, thank you very much for joining me there on the news today.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.